guys, it's me, Davis Knight. Welcome back to a special episode of The Davis Knight Show, episode 110. Before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to Robert Smith for donating $100 to The Davis Knight Show in my Be a Mind Leader campaign with Advent Health to destigmatize children's mental health. If you'd like to donate, please go to www.thedavisknightshow.com, and then under the About Us section, you will see the link to donate. When you donate, you get a free shout out. Once again, Robert Smith, I really appreciate your support. I promise your money will go to great use. Today, we are going to talk about the recent Apple event, WWDC, which stands for Worldwide Developer Conference. During WWDC, they do a live event on YouTube where anyone can tune in. During WWDC, the new operating system is released for that year. This year's WWDC had the biggest update since the start of 2013, or in other words, before I was even born. Anyways, let's get into the key highlights of iOS 26. It was released this year and has a lot of cool new features that I will be talking about now. Number 1, Apple introduced a new design called Liquid Glass. It's not actual glass, but a new style for how things look on your iPhone screen. The icons and apps look more smooth, shiny, and alive, almost like they're moving a little when you touch them. It makes the phone feel more modern and interactive. It's not just about looking pretty. It helps people focus better by making things cleaner and easier to read. They also look more transparent and make icons on your device not so intrusive anymore, which in my opinion is great. Number 2, at WWDC 2025, Apple announced a redesign for the Messages app. And while it still looks familiar, there are some really useful updates that make texting smarter and more fun. First, the look and feel of the app has been cleaned up. The buttons and message bubbles are simpler and easier to read. It feels faster and less crowded. For example, all the extra tools like sending photos, stickers, or voice messages are now all easier to find, but not in your way. You just tap a little plus button and a small menu pops up. It's a lot more organized in my opinion. Also, you can now add backgrounds to your Messages app, which in my opinion is a little distractive because I know a lot of you like to be sneaky and text and drive, haha. So this may cause distraction even if you are just relaxing, especially if you have ADHD like me and you have to text someone and you're like, wait, what am I doing again? Haha. Here's number 3. Apple Music now includes many new features, including Auto Mix, a new feature that automatically generates transitions between songs using Apple Intelligence, which in my opinion is really cool if you like to keep the beat going. Next up is lyrics translation. So now if you're looking at the lyrics of a song in another language, there will be a button to translate it. Number 3, the karaoke integration. Use your iPhone as a microphone to input to karaoke devices, such as a loudspeaker. Also, here is another cool feature that came out. Number 4, you can now have your iPhone track your location so you can ask Siri, what was that place I visited last week? In my opinion, it would be a nightmare when we turn on the news and hear an Apple spokesperson saying, we had a data breach that leaked the location of every exact individual who's ever used an iPhone, even the billionaires. Yeah, I don't want that feature. Number 5 is a bonus feature I wanted to cover. The phone app also got a new redesign with Liquid Glass, and if you have no profile pictures for a contact, Apple Intelligence can make one for you. Also, if you are calling someone in a different language, it will automatically translate too. No need to use the translation app anymore. Also, fun fact, this year they skipped from iOS 18 to iOS 26 because it made more sense because it's the 2026 operating system. The iOS 26 will be available to the public in early September, and beta testing will start in July. Also, sadly, due to the complex features of iOS 26, it will only be available on iPhone 11 or higher, which is 2019 phones. It will also be available for iPads 2021 or higher, as well as 2020 Apple Watches or higher. Anyways, thanks for listening. I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, or share my podcast with a friend. Bye, everyone.